This is Psychic Treasures Unlimited, here to talk to you about the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, occurring on October 2nd at 2:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is not a total eclipse, but rather an annular eclipse or ring of fire. A solar eclipse is like a new moon on steroids, so you will often experience fated karmic endings and new beginnings at this time. This can often make us feel very much out of control. We just wanted to mention that in our last video describing the lunar eclipse 2 weeks ago, we talked about the likelihood of very intense storms and flooding. We want to send all of our prayers out to those in the path of Hurricane Helene who suffered her devastating impacts, and especially to those who lost their lives. This is an event that asks us to come together in compassion and unity, which is always where we find our strength. We ourselves spent time as that hurricane came in, praying, meditating, and visualizing the storm weakening and moving out to sea. If enough of us do this, we will witness the great power we have to impact future timelines and events in a positive way. We encourage you to do this as we move forward. We also want to take a moment to thank all of you who tune in to these videos every month. You help us so much when you subscribe to our channel by hitting the black subscribe button below this video, when you hit the thumbs up like button to let us know that you like this content, and also the bell notification on our page so you'll be notified whenever we launch a new video. All of this helps to push the algorithm and get our information out to others. We especially want to thank those of you who routinely share our videos on your own social media accounts so our content can reach and hopefully help other people as well. We are all in this together. Eclipses are times of unexpected wild cards, fated events, and shocking, abrupt endings that lead to new beginnings. Eclipse season is a time to surrender to the changes occurring that we can't necessarily control. A new moon is generally a time to plant seeds for what you would like to grow in the month ahead. But we do not recommend doing this at the time of an eclipse, as the energies can be very volatile. So skip that manifesting candle on the night of this eclipse, October 2nd. A solar eclipse is often connected to kings and leaders as represented by the sun. And this time we have a mischievous star known as the Widowmaker sitting right on the eclipse. So you could very well see something dramatic connected to a world leader stepping down, being deposed, or leaving the scene in some way over the next few weeks. Libra is connected to legal matters and the scales of justice. So important legal cases may also be highlighted as we move through this eclipse. In general, the cardinal signs, which are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, will be feeling this eclipse the most. It has some tricky energy, so if you are prone to anxiety, this is a time to refocus your attention on the positive and just try to go with the flow. This too shall pass. We have talked a great deal about the fact that Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, is currently in Capricorn, where it will not be again for over 200 years. Pluto is making its final round at the crisis degree of Capricorn until November 19th. So in this last gasp, Pluto is determined to reveal all the darkness and corruption in the Capricorn themes, which are government, banking, and big corporations, to begin to resolve whatever is not for our highest good. So feeling under attack, these systems will fight back with big demonstrations of strict power and authority. This can make this time feel very intense, but try to remember that the continuous revelations are necessary. We cannot purge things until they are exposed, and we are forced to acknowledge them. As we always say, focus on and visualize the solutions, which we will move toward once Pluto moves into Aquarius on November 19th. Aquarius is about humanity, freedom, power to the people, and this strong Aquarian energy will take root for many years once it enters in mid-November. Libra has to do with relationships, the law, the courts, legal contracts, treaties, and outbreaks of war. Libra also strongly encourages us to come into harmony and balance with nature. In its healthy aspect, Libra is balanced, fair, harmonious, a peacekeeper, a counselor. In its unhealed state, Libra can be codependent, needy, indecisive, judgmental, and in victim consciousness. The South Node is about the past and karma. So with the South Node in Libra, we can expect karmic clearing of all kinds of outdated or unbalanced relationships around the time of this eclipse. Your relationships always mirror or reflect information about yourself. So this is an important time to evaluate the health of your relationship patterns. This eclipse is conjunct Mercury, the planet of communication, which could lead to some miscommunication and challenges with technology and travel. This could also be a time when surprising information and secrets come to light, especially legal information with the Libran influence. This eclipse is also in a square or challenge to Mars in emotional Cancer, where Mars doesn't like to be. So this can also be marked by angry outbursts and temper tantrums. Mars pushes you to protect yourself, so you may feel vulnerable and emotionally reactive at this time. It helps to be active and move your body to expel those challenging energies. Take a breath before you react. On a positive note, over the next few days, we have a lucky grand water trine with Venus and Mars both flowing into Saturn, which encourages us to be in touch with our emotions, to come together, to become truly vulnerable, and to heal with others. Mars will be strongly energizing and activating you to get things done over the next few days. So take advantage of this influence. Whatever is causing the tension from both Mercury and Mars is being eclipsed or hidden at this time. So there could be misunderstanding, miscommunication, frustration, and anger. You may feel like you just want to cut certain people out of your lives, and this will be a time for many karmic endings of relationships. Remember that you are in a challenging energy, so try to remain centered and trust what is moving out of your life. The North Node in Aries encourages you to be strong and independent as we move through this. We always said that the end of this year would be dramatic. What you are witnessing is the collapse of old, outdated structures, and this must occur. Diseased systems are clinging desperately to power that is really just slipping through their fingers. We have great potential in this moment to review and change our outdated belief systems, which will be a big theme of Jupiter stationing retrograde. We must collectively let go of old timelines of division, control, war, and lack, and visualize and create a momentum toward the future that we wish to see. The best way to handle chaotic eclipse energies is to go with the flow and know that this too shall pass. We suggest listening to calming meditations in a warm, cleansing detox bath with Epsom salts and some essential oils that you love. This actually brings you back to the feeling of being in the womb, which is very nurturing. This is a time to stay present, dig into your spirituality and your internal strength, and help others. Get out in nature, drop into your breath, go within, refocus. This is an important time to step out of that victim consciousness, because if you create and nurture an insurmountable enemy with your constant focus, you manifest that in your world. Everything starts within, and we are learning a great deal of self-mastery in this moment. Our strength is revealed when we come together in unity in this crucible of change. We have a couple of events coming up. We have a Purging with the Full Moon event in Clinton, New Jersey on October 16th. And we have an afternoon of grounding being held in Monroe Township, New Jersey on October 26th. So I will put the ticket links for both of those events in the description box below. Namaste and happy Ring of Fire annular eclipse in Libra from Psychic Treasures Unlimited.